Morning world, and welcome to a rather sad September 9th. Yesterday, we and very much of the world lost their queen. Now, I'm not a die-hard royalist or anything like that, but I've always been a supporter of the royal family, and in particular Her Majesty, because I truly believe that I think a lot of the world judged the British by our monarchy, and although her kids may not have always behaved as she may like, and even as we may like, and are still behaving probably not as she would have liked, she herself was a fantastic example on how to conduct yourself. She had a fantastic sense of humour. She had a undeniable work ethic. I mean, we all know that she just worked and worked right up to the last day. I mean, the day before she died, she was inviting the next Prime Minister to form the government. The day before. So she did look frail in that picture. We got wind yesterday morning that all was not well when the news was kicking off that she was under medical supervision and all of the family were getting to Balmoral as quickly as they could. I mean, that was alarm bells going straight away. So I don't think anybody was completely taken by surprise, unless I hadn't heard that news in the morning, of what had happened in the afternoon when she passed away. So it's mixed feelings for me. I personally think the world would be a worse place without her. I think the monarchy will be a worse place without her. I really hope Charles steps up to the plate and does a good job. He has the training, he knows how to do it, so I really hope he does a good job and he continues in the vein of keeping our monarchy sort of open and accessible, shall we say. There were periods in previous monarchs when the king or the queen was inaccessible to people. I think they learnt a lesson on that, and now they are, especially with William and Kate, not so much of Harry and Meghan. I've got very little to say about them, to be honest. I'm really disappointed. So enough of that. Yeah, let's hope Charles can pick up where his mum left off and not make a hash of it. And all I can say is, mixed with the sadness of losing our monarch, I also feel not that I believe in life after death, but I feel maybe the joy that she's finally reunited with her beloved Philip. The image of her sitting at his funeral service alone on the pews there was poignant and deeply sad, and deeply, considering what was going on in the news with various other leaders, shall we say, maybe not following certain rules, on possibly one of the most important days of her life, sad day, she was sat alone with her grief. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to go on about it. It's just one of those things where it was something we all knew was going to happen. It was all something we hoped wasn't going to happen, but it's life. It is just life. And we are now going to enter into a new era of a king rather than a queen. I've never known anything but a queen in this country, and now we got a king. So, and then we'll have another king and another king. So, yeah. Right, anyway, on with today's business. So today, I have just taken Simon's green trailer off of my tractor. I lent him my tractor, or offered him my tractor, because his Valtra broke down. It turns out, as far as we know, it's a hydraulic gearbox, and that gearbox has something to, or a hydraulic pump, and it has something to do with the hydrostatic drive part of the Valtra tractor. Don't know much about Valtra, don't know much about the drive system, but without this pump, you can't drive the tractor, you can't operate some of the hydraulics. Basically the tractor's US, it had to be taken away on a lorry yesterday. I offered him my tractor, although it's a lot smaller, it'll be slower, just in case, but I think he concentrated yesterday on getting his recovered. So fingers crossed it's nothing too expensive. We're hoping it's just a pipe gone internally in the gearbox. We're hoping that's what it is. So they got to take the wheel off, take a casing off, start it up, put something in drive, and if they see oil squirting out of a pipe, eureka, that's it, we just change a pipe. If it's not coming out of a pipe, then it sounds like it could be a bit more expensive. So anyhow, good luck with that, Simon. What else is going on today? I have made a pretty good start of getting this cleaned out in here. I've only got that bit left to do. I want to get the cattle creep feeder out. The crusher's got to come out. Basically, sort of move that lot up there, finish cleaning this out. Everything that can then come back in tidy. We've checked our TB test. We do not have to test any of the young stock calves, so they can stay at the other farm for as long as the weather allows. So I don't have to rebuild these pens just yet. They will be rebuilt because they will have to come back over. But at the moment, we only have to test the one animal that was inconclusive, number 161. So that's all booked and ready to go. Can't remember the date because I only booked it yesterday. It's on my phone. So that's today. We're going to finish off cleaning out this shed, and then sometime around midday, I think, I've got a chap coming to see me to talk to me about solar panels. We have a 4 kilowatt domestic solar system on that barn roof. It's on the back of the roof, and the inverter is up on the wall in there. Now we know, because we were told when the system was fitted, that if the inverter lasts 10 years, you'll be doing well, because they simply do not last that long. So anyhow, I've got a chap that's going to come out and talk to me about our inverter, and he's probably, because I'm a cynic, he's probably going to try and sell me a new inverter, and I also have a feeling that he's going to try and sell me a battery storage unit. So thing is, right now I don't think I want one. I'm not sure if the battery technology is up where I would be happy to spend that kind of money on storage. So but I did say to him that we are considering putting a second solar unit on that roof. When we built that barn, I deliberately asked for no skylight panels on the south facing roof. So if you look up in here, we've got skylight panels on the north facing side of the barn, but nothing on the south side. And that is deliberate, just in case we decide to put another solar array up there. That's south. So this guy's come in today, and he's probably hoping he's going to sell me something. Well, I'll listen to the pitch and I'll consider it, but I certainly won't be signing anything today. So yeah, I will let you know later on what happened with that and what I thought about it. So I just moved a few bales out of here this morning so he can get in and actually see what we got up there. I might have to go and get a little ladder that he can get up there. As if he's allowed to go up a ladder. I mean, he's probably got to do a full method statement, risk assessment, and, you know, call a friend to hold the ladder for him to go up there. But I'll be prepared for him later on, that he can get up there and actually have a look at the inverter. It's up there. Why is it up there? Okay, I'll tell you. Why is it up there? The inverter is up there for a couple of reasons. One, out the way. If it was down here, it could be interfered with. Up there, no one can reach it. It's out the way. not going to hit it with anything, no vehicle's going to hit it, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be smacking that with a tractor or a machine or that. No. And for the sake of a ladder, and we have a MUP, cherry picker, we can get to it. So we put it up there on purpose because it's out the way. Also, inverters need air. They need air to be moving around them to keep them cool. And I would imagine this summer especially, for sure. So, and that's one of the reasons it's up there on an east-facing wall. So it picks up the morning sun. But once midday and the heat of the afternoon, this is on the coolest wall of the barn. I can't put it on the north face wall because we haven't got one. So we put the inverter on the east wall up high where there's plenty of ventilation. That's why bales are not, that's why this is here. And bales are not stacked up close to the wall, is because of the inverter. We're not going to squeeze another bale in there anyway, are we? No, not going to happen. So yeah, so later on we will be having a guy come in to look at my solar system to tell me everything that's wrong with it and how much I should spend to put it all right. Like I say, it's a foregone conclusion that sometime in the next few years we will have to replace that. So, but what I could say while I'm making the video is, if anybody else out there does inverters for solar panels, be aware that in the next few years I will have to replace that. And if you want to contact me and tell me that you can do it for a better price than anybody else, be my guest. You carry on. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to carry on sorting out mucking at the barn for a minute. And I do have one more bit of news. We've bought something for the farm. Okay, it's quite a big thing. It's quite an expensive thing, but it's a thing that, do I need it? No, I didn't really need it because I've already got one, but this is a better one. So I've decided that in my mind I've justified doing it, and the company who is supplying it to me is quite happy for me to do video stuff on it, and I think even the manufacturer of said piece of equipment is very happy that I'm buying it, and there may even be something going on with that later on. So sometime in the next week or so we'll be doing a little trip somewhere about 20 miles away. I bet some of you have already guessed, some of you may already know, to go and discuss this piece of equipment and the whys and wherefores and why I've done it, and I'll probably even tell you how much I spent. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So that can go in there, and then I'll put the bucket on the skid steer. Pivot gear. wide for this, so I'm only just on there. In fact, I don't even think I'm on there at all. Really, I should get out and adjust the forks, because this is probably going to fall off. But let's see if I can manage it with a slightly different skill. For the big one. Move it yet because I have to unchain that gate first. I didn't actually think I was going to get it on there because the ground was so uneven out there. I really thought I was going to struggle with that, but in the end it wasn't too bad. Come on. Right, you can actually come off there. I might need a persuader to get you out of there. Luckily, I happen to know where there is one. One persuader. Okay. All right. So this is a removable post, which is why it's moving round in the ground. So I might have to just be a bit more clever than that and bend him first. There you go. Easy as that. I like to put a nail in there just because, well, I don't want the cattle lifting the gate off. I'll clean around there, and then somewhere over here I've got a cap to go. Oh, there he is. So there, once I clean around the post, I'll take him out and put that in. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Ooh, there was an ant's nest in there. They are very happy. Put it on the floor, can't fall off there. And that. Sorted. Right, I think what I'm going to do, that's not too bad there. I'll pick him up and put him in there for now, and then clean that out over there. I could come back to this. Yep. Hello. Hello. That is the old firewood poker I made in metalwork at school. Long time ago. I put too many twists in it. Coffee time.